Jeg står lige nu sammen med Michael, som er producer på Trivial Pursuit. Du tror måske, det er et brædtspil. Det er det ikke. Det er faktisk til din konsol. So Michael, why did you choose to make Trivial Pursuit not just a board game, but also a computer game?
We want to do a lot of fun things you can only do on a video game. So we look at all different sorts of question types, ways to answer the question, and we were really interested in getting people like around the consoles, in the sofa, on the living room, arguing amongst themselves, fighting, all those sorts of fun things.
Okay, so the game is already out, but the most exciting stuff for us Danish people is, of course, that there's going to be a Scandinavian, even Danish version of the game.
So we launched the game worldwide last week, but at the moment we're hard at work with a Nordic SKU, which includes questions for the whole Nordic region, but especially for you, Denmark. And there will be Nordic questions and questions which are only about Denmark as well in there, because we found that the game is huge there. Pretty much Danish people love Trivial Pursuit.
Exactly. So how many questions are there in the game?
Roughly 5,000. It varies depending on each language, just because we go through a process of fact-checking and make sure they're okay, and sometimes we have to reduce questions or add some more in, but we estimate around 5,000, and we think around 25 to 30% of those will be Nordic-specific. So you can imagine things like science questions are science questions, but stuff like entertainment, sports, a lot of those you should recognise as very specific for the Danish people.
Cool. So right now you're standing with the Wii version. Is it possible to use for maybe PlayStation 3 or the Xbox the bus controller?
No, unfortunately not. We did have a look at the bus controller early on because obviously there's lots of them out there and people love playing with them. But when you play the game, you'll see we've got lots of different question types, things like pinpointing places on maps, and there was just no way we could make that work with the bus controller. It would have been great for some of the multiple choice questions, but it limited what we could do elsewhere, so we've preferred to sort of make sure we got it right for the Wii controller and for the PS3 controller, and work to those.
Do you have a favorite thing in the game?
Winning. No, yeah, let me think. Probably wedge off, which is something that happens in our Facts and Friends mode when you've just got a couple of friends around. And if they've already got a wedge, you can steal it from them. You have like a little mini quiz. And they have to get the question right, you have to get the question right. First person to get it wrong, they lose their wedge. And that's a very sweet feeling when you steal somebody's wedge. Yeah.
Is it possible to play online against other people?
No, we focused on keeping the multiplayer in the living room on the sofa. You can play with up to 4 remotes. Wiimotes or controllers on any platform, and you can also have multiple people on your team there. So we've played with up to about 16 people, 4 people each team, which is pretty raucous. My personal favourite is kind of teams of 2 in either 2 or 4 teams, and that's a really good mix of people teasing each other, but also you got a little bit of support, and you got somebody to blame when you get the question wrong. Yeah.
So why should all the people that love the board game go out and buy this game?
Well, it's totally fresh, new questions. That's the most important thing, probably, is we wrote all the questions from scratch. So even if you've been playing Trivial Pursuit for the last 25 years, or, these will be new challenges. And we focused on contemporary questions, so that we've tried to work with our sources to make sure the questions kind of cover the last 10 years, primarily, apart from things like history, which obviously we let them go a bit further back. But there should be a lot of current stuff in there. You'll see facts from last year even, which is really good fun.
Are you good at the game?
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm okay. I'm okay at the UK. I'm not bad at the US. I wouldn't want to go anywhere else. I'm not even going to attempt the Danish. But yeah, actually the whole team, we keep saying we should go and do a pub quiz. By the end of development, there wasn't a lot that we didn't know between us. But yeah, it's fading fast. Yeah.